If you are thinking about selling your home in Orange County, there's one thing you need to know before you list. What your home actually sells for isn't actually what you walk away with. Most sellers are usually shocked by the real numbers. So in this video, I'm going to break it down for you so that you know what to expect before you're ready to list. At the end of this video, I'm going to break everything down using a seller net sheet or closing statement so that you can see everything we talk about all together and see what the numbers actually come out to. The big picture. For the purpose of this video, we're going to use the sale price of $1 million to make math and thinking easier. But selling your home for $1 million doesn't mean you walk away with $1 million. There are several costs involved that you should expect. I'm going to break these down into 5 categories. First one, agent commissions. Second one, closing costs. Third one, repair and prep for the property. 4, staging and marketing. And 5th, the occasional concessions that might need to be given during an escrow. Number 1 is real estate commissions. This is going to be the largest expense for the seller. Typically in Orange County, over the years, we've seen the average be around 5%. Just remember that all commissions are negotiable. So for just this case, we're going to use 5% going to 50% the buyer's agent, 50% the listing agent, but like I said, just remember that all of that's negotiable. So basically on a $1 million home, we're looking at a $50,000 commission to 2 different agents, and that can be split however and negotiated however, but let's just say $25,000 to one agent, $25,000 to the agent that brings the buyer. Number 2 is closing costs. Typically these are smaller fees, but they all add up. When we go through the net sheet at the end, I'll show you all the individual small fees that add up to a decent amount. I typically like to estimate in general just a 1% amount total that you can estimate when you're thinking of selling your home. But these fees include escrow fees, transfer fees, title fees. There's a bunch of small ones that we'll see in the net sheet. Number 3 is repairs and prepping the house. This doesn't have to be a lot of money, but sometimes it can be depending on the condition. But it's about getting the home ready for the buyer so that they feel like they can move in straight away. A lot of the time this might include cleaning, painting, minor repairs, replacing things that have a lot of wear and tear, carpets, flooring, countertops. You can go big, you can go small on this. The goal is to be strategic. You want to spend as little amount of money as possible, but to maximize your home value. This is something where you're going to sit down with your realtor, walk through the house, and decide what you should and shouldn't do. Number 4 is staging and marketing. There are 2 parts to this, and depending on your realtor, these maybe costs you have or don't have. The first one is staging. Depending on your home, you might want to look into staging. Some people already have a perfectly staged home. Some people have a vacant home that they're trying to sell. Depending on your situation, you might want to stage the home. This can cost anywhere between $2 and $7, $8 per square foot, depending on where you are and depending on the company. The second part is photography. Photography may cost $500 to $1,500 depending on what you get done. With our team, we pay for the photography. Some other realtors may have their clients pay that fee. Again, it's going to depend on who you hire and who you work with. But this part of getting the home ready for marketing and staging of photography is to make it look as enticing as possible. So when people look at the photos online, they're more enticed to come see the house in person. And the more people you can get in the door, the more offers and interest you're going to get. The 5th part is seller concessions. This one surprises most sellers, and sometimes the expectation for what might happen isn't set up in advance, and during escrow, it surprises sellers and they get mad at their realtors. So here I am telling you before you enter escrow that after a buyer might perform an inspection, they might ask for concessions for repairs. They might be a problem with the house they didn't know about, and they might ask you, the seller, to cover that bill. Now, it's a negotiation, so you don't have to agree to that, but if it might be the case where the buyer walks away if they don't get it accepted. So that's up to you in the moment. Other concessions might be rate buy downs, since interest rates are slightly higher right now. If homes have been sat on the market for longer, if they have problems or feel overpriced, buyers might ask for a lot more concessions versus homes that have only been on the market a couple days. But this is something that a lot of people don't let their clients know in advance, and it does surprise a lot of people during escrow. With me here is the seller net sheet. I'm going to put it up on the screen with us as well so we can run through this together. This is what your closing statement is going to look like, but it has all the costs that you will have during the transaction in here as well. This is based on $1 million price point. The first part you're going to see is prorations and adjustments. Your property taxes, your HOA dues that you've already paid when the buyer is going to credit you for the remaining term on those. So here you can see property taxes. There was a certain amount paid for the 6 months. The final month and a couple of days, the buyer's crediting the seller back $1,800. Again, with the association dues, there's a few days in there and they're crediting back $15 for that too. Next, you have those commissions. Again, these are negotiable, but for simplicity's sake, put 5% total, 2.5 to each agent that was involved in this transaction. That adds up to about $50,000. That's a cost for the seller. in this case. Next, you're going to have title charges. There's several parts to this, but the main part is the premium for the title insurance. And again, a negotiable thing in the transaction. Historically, a lot of the times that is a seller expense, or buyers have been asking sellers for that expense. And then underneath that, you have wire fees, courier fees, escrow fees, transfer tax, and those all add up there. It looks like close to $4,000. Under that, you have your escrow fees. These are split up into a few different things, but the main one being your main escrow fee, the settlement agent fee. In this case, it's $2,800. And then under that, you have wire fees, processing fees to do with different parts of the transaction. Again, this adds up to about $3,200 in this case. For this specific transaction, we put in there that the seller had a $500,000 loan on the house left. So that is also going to get deducted for what you're owed on the house. And then there's a few other disbursements. You are probably going to have to pay for a natural hazard disclosure report so that you can let the buyer know about any of the environmental impact and industrial impacts in the area. In this case, the buyer has asked the homeowner to pay their home warranty fee. That was $850 in this case. And then you have some HOA fees for them to get the documents to escrow. And those are surprisingly more expensive than people think. In this case, they add up to $1,300. And all that gets deducted from the sales price. And at the end of the day on this one, they had a $500,000 loan and they're going to walk away with $442,000 from their $1 million sale. That comes out to about 6% overall. In this case, there was no concessions made to the buyer. The buyer didn't ask for any repairs to be done or money back from their transaction. In some cases that might happen, and that might show up on here as well. So when you add everything up, selling a home in Orange County can cost anywhere from 6% to 10% depending on your situation. But here's the most important part. It's not just about minimizing your costs, it's about maximizing your net. The right strategy can significantly change what that looks like. So hiring the right person is crucial in this situation. If you're ever thinking of selling in Orange County or in Southern California as a whole, and you want help running through the numbers to see what your net might look like, let me know, reach out. We'd love to be of assistance.